This is Michael Lombardi, co-founder of The Daily Coach. I can't tell you how many times someone has asked me, hey, Michael, what was that story you wrote about resilience in the National Football League, or the piece about the Olympian who became a poet? Now, instead of scrolling back through emails, you can ask our new AI search engine to access those stories. With access to every story we have written over the past 6 years, just type in what you're looking for and pull it up, and a dozen of articles will appear. It's fast, it's easy, and it helps you build the kind of team you need based on the specific leadership you're requesting. Try it out at search.thedaily.coach.
Welcome to The Daily Coach's Sports Leadership Lessons, a reading of some of our greatest hits from more than 6 years of email newsletters that have been read by tens of thousands of leaders and learners. If you want our latest newsletter delivered to your inbox every day, you can subscribe for free at thedaily.coach/subscribe or follow the link in the description. NFL Draft Day Decisions. San Francisco 49ers head coach Bill Walsh had a plan entering the 1986 draft. He wanted one of three players: Gerald Robinson from Auburn, John L. Williams from Florida, or Ronnie Harmon from Iowa. So with 5 picks remaining until his selection, he sat in front of a large desk near the end of the makeshift draft room and waited. Robinson went, then Williams, and finally Harmon. Walsh needed a new plan. Selecting talent is hard in any profession. Every year, the NFL showcases its talent search in front of a national television audience. Fancy 32 teams unveil their hard work in data collection, processing, and formulating the best decisions possible, and many are forced to abruptly make new plans. Walsh had to do so over the course of 15 minutes. When his desired players were picked, he showed no emotion, nor did he panic or make a reactionary decision. He instead followed important steps to help redirect the men in the room he was leading. Walsh didn't act disappointed. He lost out on his list, but he created another list with the same enthusiasm. He wanted everyone in the room to understand he was poised, in control, and not acting from desperation. Walsh didn't demand winning in the short term. Going against conventional wisdom, he needed time to think and replan. So he made a trade with Dallas, then with Buffalo, moving down in the draft slightly below market value. This accomplished 2 things. It gave him more assets in the short term, while keeping him in a position to select the next player he wanted, Larry Roberts from Alabama. Walsh was more interested in winning the day, not the hour. Walsh replanned. He identified his strengths and weaknesses of the moment, then formulated a new plan. With more picks than initially thought, Walsh needed more candidates for selection. So in the middle of the draft, with teams selecting, Walsh held a meeting to reevaluate which players now qualified. His focus was redirected to the new task. Walsh correctly evaluated his evaluators. When working on the new plan, he understood opinions would be overflowing and often wrong. He knew who offered the best advice. Walsh maintained his commitment to the new plan with the same enthusiasm as the old. He kept the wind at his back and regained control. His confidence became infectious. For a day that started poorly, it ended with one of the finest drafts in NFL history. The 49ers obtained 8 starters who would go on to help the team win Super Bowls. Most of the players selected were never discussed in detail or as part of his original plan. But by following these important steps and not falling in love with one plan, Walsh made history on this day. We have all seen our initial plans fall apart, but how we react and redirect determines the overall outcome. It's never about how we start, it's always about how we finish. Thanks for joining this episode of The Daily Coach. On behalf of Michael Lombardi, Coach George Raveling, and the entire Daily Coach team, we're grateful for your support. Remember, the most important person you will ever lead is yourself. Keep growing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep showing up.